Welcome back once again to Boot Beach. It's been a long time in between drinks, but let's go ahead and have a look at probably the biggest update, which has come out in 2 years or so. I've got to say, I really like this update. There's quite a few surprises that I haven't really included in the patch notes, so I'm going to have a closer look at some of these. Unfortunately, there is going to be in maintenance in around 45 minutes, but the very first change is the fact that we are able to play or pay $15 a month for endless reserves, which means that our troops get immediately reloaded. Unfortunately, though, they do cost the same amount of gold, which leads me on to the very next thing, and probably the most surprising thing for me. I was trying to load up my warriors into my boats. Unfortunately, I was not able to because I did not have anywhere near enough gold, which, I mean, I haven't played this game in a little while, but definitely I was shocked at the amount of gold that we need for the warriors. 145,200 for a reload of, we've already got full Zookas in here, so the added cost of Zookas plus the warriors. So what happened was, I think they had around 4,500 health before. Now they've got a massive boost in health. I'm pretty sure they're a lot stronger as well. Actually, they are about 130 damage a second, I think. So it's absolutely crazy the amount of difference that there is in the warriors. They're pretty much tanks now that run around like crazy madmen. And of course, one of the biggest things in the update, there's so many nice little things that they've included here. We've got the hero hut and we've got Dr. Kavan, who I think what they're trying to get at, he's a doctor, a jungle doctor, who uses natural oils to groom his moustache. Now I think what they're getting at is Dr. Kavan, he uses kava, I guess, which is like a Polynesian kind of drug that they use. I guess that's what they are trying to get at. Over here, what's been going on? Not really much in terms of our base though, but what we have, if we zoom all the way out over here, we've got 6 different tribes. And I really do feel like this ties in the start of the game a lot better, because I mean, there's all these tribes that you need to save, and it doesn't really make all that much sense. But now I guess they've finished up that storyline a little bit, or tied it up a little bit. What we are able to do is to add these crystals, which we do have a raw crystal mine here, which are able to convert our resources. So this is basically for those guys at the end game, kind of like me almost. So we are able to say transform. I've already done a couple of transformations, so 1.5 million gold for 100 of these crystals, and then we're able to get these crystals to say, let's say, what do we want? We want an increased gold reward. So I'll upgrade this, and then we're able to also boost them as well, which is pretty interesting. So we're going to be able to add up a lot of different upgrades. Let's go. It seems like I'm only able to upgrade it once at the moment. Oh, actually, it takes time, I think. There we go. Actually says 30 minutes, so not too long actually. Now I wonder if the tribe level needs to be upgraded or not, or it gets reset, because the tribe boost gets reset, and I might as well boost that up as well. That takes 11.5 days, which is very, very nice. But unfortunately, my warriors are still loading up, and I'm not very much closer to being able to load them up. Actually, I'm able to get another boatload, aren't I? 145,000. So, Dr. Kavan, he has the special ability of crystal critters, which are critters which die after a little bit, but they heal your units instead of damaging different weaponry. And then we've got the ice shields, which I think are really going to be useful for the warriors, because if we have a look, gives troops around the hero temporary shields that absorb damage until destroyed. Excess damage from the hit that destroys the shield is negated. So that's the most important thing. So say your warriors are coming up against a lot of cannons, because a cannon can easily destroy your troops in one hit, the shield gives it another hit that it can take. So think of it like your guardian skeletons, I think they're called in Clash Royale, or your prince. He's got that second layer of health because he's got that shield. So that essentially gives them a shield, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and try out Dr. T stage number 4. Now, of course, this is not going to be about Dr. T this episode, but what I'm going to do is let's go drop our warriors, and I'm going to drop Dr. Kavan again as well, who is like our giant healer. And it does say some rather interesting things too. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send all these guys up here. And there we go. He's healing our units. So this is going to be a tremendous buff to people that use tank medics and all that. Definitely a rather big change. What I will do is I'm going to go ahead and put on the ice shields. I'm actually going to get rid of some of this stuff. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep on using the ice shields. Let my warriors just go ahead and destroy everything. You know what? Let's just get straight up in here. But this is pretty crazy the way my warriors are at the moment. I'm just going to keep on shielding him up. So as you can see, some of the cannons managed to get some hits off on our warriors. But because we've got that shield, it protects us a lot, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure I did not lose anyone, even though there was no real strategy there, which is very, very nice. I can't imagine just how strong we'll be with a full boatload of warriors. Or 8 full boatloads of warriors. So what I'm going to do here is let's just use up our warriors. Let's go attack. Unfortunately, of course, I've got all those Azukis here, but that's alright. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of these mines. And you know what? That's about good enough. I'm going to go ahead and select. I do love his accent. Although, to be quite honest, Dr. Kavan sounds very British. He sounds like what I'd imagine the Grenadiers to sound like. So what I'm going to do is just smoke all our way there. Now, I'm pretty sure Dr. Kavan, he'll stay... Oh no, he actually runs straight up to him. Very nice. Actually makes things much easier for the special ability. So if we do this... Let's have a look. See, that cannon, it's not able to actually get us. Unfortunately, we'll lose one warrior. There we go. But very, very nice indeed. Very, very strong. And, I mean, with a full boatload of warriors, with all these upgrades, it's going to be crazy. So, another couple of things that they've upgraded, which... I personally, I'm very surprised at this. I mean, this has made warriors much more stronger yet again, is the machine gun now has like a range like the mortar that it can't actually affect you in, which the machine gun was the strongest. I mean, they haven't really taken out I'm pretty sure, like the closer you were to the machine gun, the more damage you'd take. So I'm pretty sure that still exists, but now you can't get damage if you're on the machine gun. So warriors, that definitely helps them out a lot, because look at this. Like, now, the machine gun's got a little bit of an area where we can't actually get attacked, which is very, very cool. I've just been reading up on the Reddit, seeing what people else have been saying. I've been saying, like, for me, the Warriors was the biggest surprise by far. Let's go ahead and change the troops yet again. Actually, we might even be able to change all of them now. Finally. We are indeed. Okay, that's always good news. So let's go do that. And let's get right back into it, I think. I can't really gem... Actually, I can, sorry. There we go. So now we've got all our warriors. Let's just go ahead and finish this off. And so these are the tribes. This is just zoomed in. And you can see, like, on some islands now, there's, of course, some more different objects which we can have a look at. Dr. Kavan was like one of these islands which we needed to click on. That's another thing that's changed. For all those new guys, the heroes are going to be, I think, hidden away on one of these islands, and it'll come up as a prompt, and you just click on it and then they unlock. So that'd be pretty cool. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the limitless, what are they calling it? The endless reserves. When the Mega Crab comes along. So let's go ahead and get on to Dr. T Stage 6. Unfortunately, it seems like... No, there we go. So what else has happened? Like, there's been some little changes. Things like... Where is this? There it is. Things like leaders or officers in task forces are able to hide messages, which is very interesting. I'm not quite sure why that was necessary, but I guess for some reason it was. Let's go ahead and double smoke the beach, of course. Man, I can't believe warriors have just gotten so much stronger as well. And to be quite honest, look at this. Like, I mean, I messed up here. Oh, I lost Kavan there, though, I think. He seemed to run around like a little bit of a lunatic. But I have not lost any warriors. And, I mean, I've been rather careless in my pathing of them. So, I've got to say, this is definitely a much, maybe not needed update. But I mean, Boom Beach for, I guess, the past 2 years has been, I guess, left on the wayside. People haven't really been playing it too much. I'd be really interested to see the player base and how much people there are around here. Because, of course, everyone's, I guess, moved on to Clash Royale now. And there is a new Supercell game. It is called, oh man, Brawl Stars. There we go. Brawl Stars. Like Brawl, like a fight, Brawl Stars. Created by Supercell. It hasn't really been announced yet at all. But if you look up on Twitter, it's a game which is only following Supercell and their games and a couple of YouTube creators. So that's very interesting to have a close eye out on. Looking forward to seeing what they'll do with that. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and finish Dr. T once and for all. There is another thing that we are able to do with Lieutenant Hammerman. I haven't really had too much of a look on that because it's not part of the game. It's more or less part of... I was wondering what that sound was. It was Dr. Kavan healing our units up. Oh, and they glow very nicely as well. He does not have much health on him himself, though, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the ice shield before he dies. Use that witchcraft, and it seems like that's going to help us out a lot. I mean, I am going to lose some warriors, but look at that. No boosts at all today. And we only lost, what, four warriors. Usually, I'd pretty much lose all of them, to be quite honest, but of course they cost a lot more now, so we lost 4 just to replace those 4. Can you say something about stage 20? It must be one of those prompts that's still in the game. So 96,000 for 4 warriors. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. But that's pretty much the update. I've had a closer look at it. What I am going to do is keep on upgrading Dr. Kavan because he's the hero. It's going to help out the warriors the most. But until next time, though, guys, I'll see you later. And I'll try to keep up on the Boom Beach content, but I'll see you guys another time.